Hey everybody, One of Weezem here, 3:16 a.m. early Wednesday morning, September 10, 2014. I am super tired, but I'm kind of perked back up because I'm dealing with one of my favorite characters, Knockout Terrafin here. We just fully upgraded Hyper Beam Prism Break, checked out things down both paths. That said, I've got Knockout Terrafin, standard, and then I've got my custom painted one that is renamed in the game as Blue Metal Shark. You'll see him in just a little bit. What I plan to do here is walk you through the base upgrades with Knockout Terrafin, take him down Sandhog, then I'll come in and we will put Blue Metal Shark on to do the Brawler path. That way we'll have accurate damage numbers for both paths, I should say. Bear with me, I am pretty tired. That said, all the information you will want to know, including these attack damage numbers in an easy to read spreadsheet, which will help you make the best choice for the paths, or simply have an awesome reference point, can be found by taking the link at the top of the video description box to my website, and you will find pretty much everything you need to know about Knockout Terrafin. That said, what makes him so unique and what drew me to him, liking him in the beginning, is his ability to burrow. However, he can pop up and do nothing, or already box stock, he can actually unleash a belly flop. The belly flop will be 45 to 68, and then punches will be 36 to 54. Note that there's kind of like a blue streak. That was actually a combo there. Nothing on his hands at this point in time. All that will change. So we hop in here. Our first upgrade is Brass Knuckles. Punch attacks do increase damage. We're going to go ahead and pick that up for 320. And note, the brass knuckles are on his hands. Things have changed there. Mega Belly Flop, 448. Belly Flop does increase damage and affects a larger area. We'll pick that up. Bear in mind, I've got the 18 Wing Sapphires max discount. Price you need to fully upgrade Terrafin or a Series 2 or 3 character with a WoW POW. From nothing with a discount, 12 to 88. Feeding Frenzy, this is his tertiary attack. It runs 575. Press X to spawn mini sharks that burrow and latch onto enemies. And we'll of course revisit that with the WoW PAL. Multi-target punches 768. Punch attack hits multiple enemies. We'll go ahead and take that. As best I remember, that does not change the damage. That's why I went ahead and took it. It does add an aesthetic. We'll come back to that in just a second. Let's get started here, though. The Mega Belly Flop is the second thing we bought. We were doing, 45 to 68, and we are now doing 65 to 98. You can see the 100 is because of the charms. It should be 98. But, what I like, you can see just the devastation on the ground even. It's got a really nice radius. It's very, very handy. You can also see the brass knuckles on him. When we punch, instead of doing 36 to 54, we are now doing 42 to 63 if we stuck with that long enough. Also, the multi-target punches kind of add that orange glowing streak to him, and it comes in really handy if you've got like a pack of enemies. You could fully appreciate that. But again, it does not change the damage. Feeding Frenzy, this one's interesting. This is what it looks like. He spawns basically 9 mini sharks, I believe, correctly, and they do 5 to 8 damage. If we hone in on just one guy here, I think I got 8 there. It's usually 9. Let's try it again. You got 9 that time, so 5 to 8, 9 times. I'm going to go ahead on multi-target punches, 42 to 68. Easier to hit more enemies. I guess that's the best way to describe that, actually, as weird as that seems. That said, again, this is Knockout Terrafin. This is not my custom painted one. It's the standard fare, just like you see there. So we're going to take him down the Sandhog path. This is a very good path. Further develop Terrafin's burrowing abilities. Let's go ahead and select that. Alright, now what we're going to do, Master Earth Swimmer. The price is 1088. Increased speed while burrowing. This is something, it doesn't seem like much, but when you have it, you really appreciate it. Next up we have Homing Frenzy. Mini Sharks home in on enemies and do extra damage. Price is 1408. Then we've got Razorfin. This is really helpful too. It doesn't do crazy damage by any means, but it's just one of those things like the speed. When you have it, you appreciate it. 1920. While burrowed, your dorsal fin does damage to enemies. Very cool feature. Shame you don't have that from the beginning and this like doesn't work or something, but it is what it is. He's now fully upgraded down the Sandhog path, but there's more to go. Soul Gem, which this one's really cool. You actually have to have it to complete his personal quest. That's why I haven't completed it. Surface Feeder, 2560. Collect power-ups while burrowed. Again, can't tell you how cool this is. Maybe you've taken some hits. He wasn't able to finish the enemies off. You go in. You realize you don't want to risk the belly flop. You know, you're afraid you'll get hit and die, so you're swimming around underground. You've got increased speed. You're going to damage enemies. You can potentially kill them, and then if they drop food, you pick it up. I mean, this is what sets him apart from many other Skylanders into a very select class. So we'll pick that up. And this Wow Pow. This is the deal here. I think we can get it. So, have you met my kids? Now this, pay attention to Terrafin in the background. He's my favorite character. I have not purchased this. I've held out this long. It's September. It's almost time for Trap Team. Wanted to do all the other, Newlanders and Swappers first. I should probably be asleep right now after the Air Element videos, but I knew I wanted to take care of these two guys, Prism Break and Terrafin. So, big moment for me personally. $3,200 is the price. Have you met my kids? This is the new Wow Pal. This is why you would get the figure if you're not into the pose, which I think is pretty cool. Speaking of the pose, you can see his brass knuckles. Those are about to change. Have you met my kids? While burrowed, press X, that's your tertiary attack button on the Wii U, to launch at enemies and hit them with a claw swipe move. So that's interesting. I always kind of wondered about that. As well as with mini shark allies. So this is going to be pretty dead cool. Note right there, he's got the massive gloves with the razor claws, just like we saw. He's now fully upgraded down the Sandhog with Soul Gem, with Wow Pow. He seems to move faster. I don't know if that's just me imagining things or what. The fin, you can't really, I think you can tell from there, it has been upgraded significantly. But the first thing we got on Sandhog, of course, was increased speed with Master Earth Swimmer. Let's check that out. Going like a banshee, if you did not know. Now, check this out. 17 damage. That's pretty crazy. 17 to... should be, actually it would be 26, because 8.5 would round up, so 17 to 26. Let's go ahead and document that on Razorfin. 17 to 26, Master Earth Swimmer, increased speed while burrowing, and then Homing Frenzy. Mini sharks homing on enemies and do extra damage. So they were doing 5 to 8, 9 times. Let's see what they're doing now. Bad example. Let's see what they're doing now. Still got 9, 7 to 11. They had pretty good range there. That's not the dummy I intended them to get to. But in all honesty, I rarely use those with Terrafin. It's just not necessary. You can sometimes, if you get in the spam fit, they come in handy. But, it is what it is. 7 to 11. 9 times. So, that's pretty much that in terms of the Sandhog path. Again, it's one of those things that might seem insignificant. It comes in super handy. Is there a coin anywhere? Nobody wants to do it. Okay, I know what we can do. I left some over here. I'm going to try to hit these and not pick them up. Ah, you're kidding me. Seriously? Seriously? That's ridiculous. Okay, these always have some in them. Okay, you can see that one little piece there, so I'm going to burrow, and he's going to pick it up. Pretty cool. Again, that's the benefit of the Soul Gem Surface Feeder. Now, the Wow Pal. I have waited for this. Obviously, we've got the funky claws, which sadly very sadly don't do anything for increased punch damage. But while we're burrowed, we're going to press our tertiary attack button, which is X. We should have a claw swipe, which I'm hoping does massive damage. It should, based on what he's got on his hands. And then apparently the kids are coming. So we're gonna burrow, and we'll do this. Oh, you're kidding me! Can you let us continue to chain? Oh, this should have been standard feature. This is epic. This is truly awesome. So let's just stop that. Jeez, those kids are still going over there. That's really cool. So the claw swipe is going to be 25 to 38. Let's come up a line here. Claw swipe 25 to 38, and then beside the wow pow, 7 to 11, 9 times, multiple times. That is pretty dadgum cool. I'm gonna put kids do 7 to 11. So let's see how many times we can actually claw swipe. Whoops. Yeah! My bad. That's out of habit right there. So I got 5. You see what the mini sharks are doing, which is pretty crazy. Now the question is, can we just stay down here? Not gonna hit anything. So that time I got up to 7. You could probably... Let's see if I can't get maybe up to 8. And this is just as quick as I can coming in and out of it. Let's try it again. Guess we can't use the stairs going down. Got 8 that time. So that was pretty sweet. Multiple times. 25 to 38. 8 times full speed. I think people will know what that means. Can use 8 times full speed. If you don't know what that means on the spreadsheet, you need to watch the video and it will explain it to you. So since you're watching the video, you know what I mean. And if you see people asking questions, you can tell them it means you can go 8 times full speed. Now obviously, you can also stay down here and just for the duration of your swim, you could just wait it out, wait it out, wait it out, and then at the last second you could, let's count that actually. I'm getting about 11 seconds. That seems like what I remember from the past. I'm gonna go ahead and put that Master Earth Swimmer, increase speed while burrowing. 11 seconds. And so basically whatever you can do within 11 seconds, if you want to do the claw swipe once and stay underground, maybe the enemies are pursuing you, you want to hit them, bad example, you want to hit the enemy one time and then kind of just lay it low, pick up some health items from the mini sharks doing damage. You can do that if you want to rapid fire as quick as can. It's all up to you and it's all very, very cool. Let me check my time here. 14 minutes, we're doing fine. I'm going to actually pull standard knockout Terrafin, who is fully upgraded down Sandhog, and I'm going to put blue metal shark on the board. Something I actually mentioned at E3 at the dinner was it'd be kind of cool if we could like have a Skylander editor in the game, you know, make them match what we did to them type situation. Now, if you're thinking, wait, what's on his knuckles? That's crazy. I went ahead, I did the base upgrades for him just to save us time. We've covered those with my standard knockout Terrafin, and he's ready to pick a path. If you didn't know, He's going to take Brawler because we just showcased Sandhog. So further develop Terrafin's punching abilities. We're going to pick this up. Yes, we're sure. Going to come in. First thing we've got is the Pugilist. Press YY, hold A for a body slam. Press YY, hold X for uppercut. Sometimes these are hard to execute. The price is $10.88. When you execute them, they are quite devastating. And the good thing is, he's a close quarter character for most people. You're going to be spamming the buttons. It's easy to incidentally execute them. So we're actually going to leave here and just try to showcase that. So that's the body slam, and then that was supposed to be, there's the uppercut. So let's see if we can execute those over here. So 65, I mean, it's pretty much what you do standard, but you just don't have to be burrowed to do it. So the body slam is 65 to 98, and then the uppercut, let's see if we can execute them. X, I think it was 60, so it should be 90 on the critical hit if you ever see that. So 60 to 90, nice salty numbers there, and again it's very easy to incidentally activate those. Hopping back in the power pod, I should say, not portal. We're going to pick up Spiked Knuckles. This, of course, famous from Terrafin, the Skylanders Giant Series 2 repos. $14.08 is the price. All punch-up attacks do even more damage. Again, bear with me, although I'm excited, I'm really tired. I looked at the clock, and it's 3:33 a.m. Those are epic. Those are the Spiked Knuckles. If you're a fan of the Spiked Knuckles, you're probably not going to want to take the Wow Pal. It's a shame you can't like pick the accessories, you know, that's something else that they could look into. I'm planning to make a video of some of the ideas I have for the series. Some of them I've mentioned before, some of them I've not. I think all of them are pretty good ideas. Frenzy Shield, this is pretty cool, can't really showcase it well, but you launch mini sharks at enemies who damage you, so we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Next up, Surface Feeder. You know what that's about. Even though we don't have Sandhog and we can't burrow quicker or do damage, we can still pick up items, coins, money, health, whatever it may be. And then, of course, Have You Met My Kids? The sweet new Wow Pow for 3,200. We're going to pick that up. And right there, again, sadly, I mean, it took away the Spiked Knuckles, which I personally prefer. But, I mean, the figure does have these. It's kind of like an alternate thing, if you will. So, I'm cool with it. That said, what we need to check out is what Spiked... Okay, so this didn't change the punches last time. So, anyway, we were at... Brass Knuckles would have been 42 to 63. And now we're going to be up to 48 to 72. Again, that's skewed because of the charms. Frenzy Shield, I can't really showcase. Deploy mini sharks when hit. You know, kind of like a thump back or stump smash type thing. Surface Feeder, I didn't type in here. I can pick up items while burrow. So that is pretty much that, folks. We're gonna call that good here. I think what I'll do, I'll go into an arena challenge and I'll make sure. I think the damage numbers will be 7 to 11 from the mini sharks, but I'll just double check it and I'll have it on the spreadsheet. Again, you can see my spreadsheet. Only place you can see my spreadsheet is on my site, oneofweezem.com. If you see it elsewhere, someone has taken it without my permission. That said, I want you to be able to consult it, access it, you know, make use of it. Access it to select which path you want to take, compare it to what you've got, make educated decisions for upgrade paths, all that jazz. And you can do so at oneofweezem.com and by taking the link at the top of the video description box. It will basically tell you everything and more you want to know about Knockout Terrafin. So that said, Blue Metal Shark here and myself, we're going to call it a night. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, if you have not subscribed subscribed, definitely do that. It will keep you up with all the latest. I cover some things most Skylander people don't. I'm into the details, I'm into the numbers. It's what keeps me going, it's what makes me excited, and it's what makes me record videos at 3:30 in the morning when I should be asleep. So it's that kind of passion that I share with people. Kind of do things a little differently. I don't, do the flashy watch my video type things. I just kind of stick to what I do and what I enjoy, and if people don't like it, so be it. If you do, thanks for sticking around, and I hope to continue cranking stuff out for you. But that said, very cool here. Got to knock out two of my personal favorites that have been around. Series 3 for both of these guys, Hyper Beam Prism Break and Knockout Terrafin. And next up will be Light Core Flashwing, and then I guess we will head into the Fire Element. So stay tuned for that. Again, make sure you're subscribed. You know the rest of the jazz. Check out all those links, and I will catch you back here as we continue our Skylanders Swap Force upgrade sessions.